TikTok can sometimes be a testament to just how truly terrible a lot of the content is online now. A few years ago, I really thought we peaked at prank channels. I thought that was the kind of worst content out there, you know, baiting people for attention, staging entire pranks, like you'd have people that, you know, were jumping off a bridge and then being talked down, only to find out that the interaction itself was basically fake. But I think in the recent months, TikTok has shown me that that was just a taster for what was to come. What we're dealing with now is walking through the fog wall into the Dark Souls boss room. The thing is, I'll admit, I use TikTok and I have a very weird relationship with it. Usually I scroll it, I don't like anything I see. Most of the time, because the algorithm thinks it knows me, I get Ryan Gosling TikToks where he's at a supermarket and then he encounters a woman and he gets scared and walks away. And then I think to myself at 3 in the morning, oh my God, he's literally me. And then some of the other content I get is people making and eating ridiculous amounts of food, usually to spit it out afterwards so they can keep their figure. But there's a recent trend of TikTok content that really annoys me. As Peter Griffin would say, it grinds me to my gears. And that's interview content. Interview content usually revolves around the TikToker in question going around to people in a public place, like a shopping mall, and then asking them questions. There are some, you know, very tame good examples, like going up to someone and saying, you know, what do you do? How much do you make for a living? And then they'll either say, they'll give a ballpark, or they'll just say they're not comfortable. And either way, the interviewer's happy because it's content. That interview stuff, that's fine. But the problem is, softball stuff like that, it doesn't get views on TikTok. It's not explosive enough, and most people scroll past without finishing the video. So interviewers have realized that they need to step up their game. So what it's kind of devolved into now is interviewers doing the same shtick, you know, going up to someone, asking them questions, but they will ask them purposely loaded questions that have no good answer and embarrass everyone else. Another kind of subcategory to this trend I've noticed is going up to people and instead of interviewing them, you say, double it, or give it to the next person. This can be with anything: food, clothes, money. For example, you could start with $1, go up to someone, double it, or give it to the next person. Do you want this dollar, or do you want to double it as a nice gesture to give the next person more money? And usually it ends up being like hundreds or thousands of dollars, or like 1 or 2 Gucci or Louis bags.
Take this 100 or I'll double it.
Double it.
Valid. Take this $200, double it.
Double it.
$400,
Double it.
$800, double it. Give it to me. It's A. No, it's real.
It ends up being a lot. But like most content on the internet, those double it or give it to the next person, they're usually fake, because if you go up to someone and you offer them free things, chances are they're going to take it at the first chance they get. And that's not really going to be a 30-second TikTok. It's going to be a 5-second TikTok. So they need to get some actors to extend the runtime. And one TikTok I found was a girl going into a shopping mall and then asking people, you know, do you want to double the food or give it to the next person? And then it gets to a larger girl and she says that she'll take the food. And obviously, you know, the comment section is full of people saying, of course the fat person would take the food, Lamau. And then the girl in said video that took the food, she came out with her own TikTok exposing it to be completely fake. She wasn't a friend or like a paid actor from Craigslist, more just someone that, you know, the girl went up to her in public and said, hi, here's some food. Can you just say you'll take it for the camera? And then, you know, you can tell from her confusion, she doesn't really understand what's going on, but she came out with a whole video saying it was fake.
Cookies or double it and pass it forward. I'll take this. Grab all of them? Yeah.
So that's actually me. Didn't really want to make a video, but at the same time, I feel like it should also be acknowledged that that was completely set up and staged. What the video doesn't show is I was actually walking through the mall with a friend when that happened, and she stopped me and she asked, oh, like, can I use you for a TikTok? And I don't really use TikTok, so I was just kind of like, whatever, sure, that's fine. Then she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this question, say I'm gonna take it, and that's it. It doesn't show in the video where I'm stuttering saying that, and where I literally say in the video, yeah, I'll take it, I guess. I don't really know, is that what I'm supposed to say? You posted that knowing that it'll get viral and that I'm going to get shamed. You knew what you were doing.
Now, I thought that was a pretty sad experience on TikTok. A girl basically being fat shamed because she was like, you know, baited into doing it through a script. What I've found today is somehow even worse, because in that scenario, you kind of, you know, you support the larger girl and think, okay, well, you know, she's done nothing wrong. She's basically paid to put herself in a shitty situation. I have found a situation even worse than that. At least with the girl and the donuts or whatever, you can kind of think, oh, that poor girl, I feel bad for her. You know, like she was obviously put into that situation for content. The next situation I'm talking about, you will just hate both sides. I want to give a little disclaimer to how bad this next TikTok is. There's a woman in it and she's holding a Bang energy drink for product placement. If you don't know what Bang energy drink is, it's basically the red flag. It's the universal red flag of any kind of content being absolute dog shit. If you see someone in a TikTok with Bang Energy, chances are it's aimed towards preteen girls or just complete meatheads. Now, this TikTok comes from a girl with over 2 million followers, so pretty hefty, pretty beefy. And she sits down with a larger guy again and then asks, do you have a girlfriend? And the way this conversation spirals is just, it's so embarrassing.
Have a girlfriend?
I don't.
Do you think I'm hot?
Not really.
Oh, why?
Way many more people attractive here than you.
I don't think I've seen an interview where I actually hate both sides. Usually it's the interviewer being a douche or like the guy responding just being a complete, you know, mental nutcase. This, I don't like them both. Video game comparison incoming because, I mean, you're watching the Pyro Live channel, bro. Like, what do you think I'm going to do? This is the equivalent of me playing Dark Souls 3 and invading as one of those, like, you know, purple phantoms that just wants to kill everyone and then they win. And then I see a yellow phantom and a red phantom fighting each other, and I just sit there and watch with popcorn. Also, I want to point out the background for this TikTok looks like the shoot Rice Gum used for his music video. So it's a very good indicator of the type of people we're dealing with.
What's not hot about me?
Your personality and your voice.
My voice?
You're a little too small. You can maybe like eat a burger, not be anorexic.
That's aggressive.
I don't know who you're trying to impress. No one's gonna simp over you.
Now, the reason why I'm talking about this TikTok, I mean, firstly, it's staged. It is so obviously staged. It's never explicitly said, but you can just tell the interactions, they're so stilted and awkward, like they're reading from a script. And the guy on the right, you can just tell he's like one of those LA manager types that's like, you know, pulling the puppet strings and stuff. They're both just very vapid, boring people. That's not why I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it because the comment section. There are two vastly different comment sections. The comment section on TikTok are calling the guy like a walking W for saying the girl looks like she's anorexic. Again, I get it, right? Like the guy spoke back to the woman that was being condescending to him. I get it, you know, like, walking W mans, but it's not a W really, is it? But then the same TikTok was posted over to Twitter and everyone was then defending the woman. What is there to do? At least with the larger guy, you could say like he kind of held his ground. With the woman, like, do you have a girlfriend? No. Oh, that's so cringe. Here's my Bang Energy, by the way, guys. Here's my Bang Energy drink. There was one quote tweet I found on Twitter saying, unstoppable force, white woman looking for attention versus unmovable object, incel. The thing is, with a situation like this, you should not hate one party or the other. The guy's not a walking W for insulting the woman, and the woman gets even less of a W for approaching someone that she probably has in her head, doesn't have a girlfriend, so she can, like, you know, just rinse him for content like a towel. Just say you hate both of them, because that's the correct response. It's obviously staged, it's obviously faked, and they're both getting money from it. I mean, Jesus Christ, if her holding the big fat liter can of Bang Energy wasn't a telltale sign. What did we learn from today's story? Don't use Twitter, don't use TikTok unless you're taking a shit. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. If you're stuck on the toilet, I get it. It's not 2012. We're not playing Minecraft Pocket Edition anymore. I get that. And then thirdly, don't drink Bang Energy until I get a sponsor from them.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Swagger souls. Hey, Peter.